Okay. Hello, you're listening to Losing Friends, podcast number 0. On bi-weekly news on Warhammer 40k and Age of Sigmar, or whatever. My name is Vitaly, and I have Josh with me. And Maria.
Hi.
So, yeah, we're gonna try to do this every other week and try to put as much rumors, thoughts, theories, and news on it. So, what's the biggest news so far?
Inyad.
Inyad?
Yes.
However we pronounce it.
Yeah,
Eldars.
we spent half an hour trying to think of a way to how to pronounce Inyad.
Or Winehead.
Winehead.
Enid, yeah, Enid. Enid, mate.
So yeah, the Gathering Storm number 2 coming after the fall of Cadia.
Yeah, rumors it's Orcs versus Eldar.
Really? Orcs?
Yeah.
Of all people.
Yeah, that's how they put it together.
Well, this feels like they try to cram in...
Well, we don't... A lot of things.
Different
Rumors!
Necron and Eldar both, and Harlequins all in Fall Acadia.
Oh yeah. Well, the Necron being in Fall of Cadia was really weird for me. I didn't expect that.
I didn't, but he's cool.
Yeah, the
it kind
Tazaric.
of fits. It fits because he's like,
Don't know if I'm a good guy.
I want all of the stuff. I like all of the exclusive stuff. So why don't I use it sometimes to gain even more artifacts? Because he likes artifacts.
He's a good character.
He literally goes, am I a good guy or a bad guy this time? I'm not sure. And then later on, oh, I'm a good guy, I think. Let's try. Yay!
It works, yeah.
What's the commander of Cadian the 8th?
Creed.
Creed, yeah.
Yeah.
He
He's
at the
badass.
end. Ooh, you haven't
I
read
haven't finished
through
it, so no
Sorry,
spoilers.
okay, I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
Most of the way through it with the pylons.
Okay, pylons.
Yeah.
I didn't read through it because
build additional pylons.
Definitely.
Necrons are
You
like
need more Necrons there.
Protoss. But yeah, so the Gathering Storm number 2 is rumored to take to be in the same time as the Gathering Storm number 1. So at the same time as the Cadia was falling, Eldar had their own
Scrap.
thing.
Stuff happened.
Go on.
Well, I wanted to go. Well, do you wanna go as it goes? So what's in the sort of what we're expecting in the Gathering Storm 2?
No. The rumors, what rumored already, they translated a Hispanic version of...
French, yeah, it was French.
French?
Yeah.
But that was just, as in, who's...
Go
who's
ahead.
what,
Basically the new names for the Eldar and Dark Eldar.
Yeah. So
And
we
the fact
have,
they're probably all together.
however we pronounce that, that's Drukhari, isn't it?
Well, start...
Drukhari, Aladiran?
That's Eldari.
Eldari.
Eldar.
Yeah, well,
Eldari.
Drukhari is the
Oh,
Dark
Eldar.
Eldar. And Eldari, in the French one, it's just like, okay, that's
That's Eldar.
Eldar,
Deal with
but
it.
if you read it more, then it's more of a name of the ancient Eldar before the whole fall, before the Slanesh. So we're still Eldar. We just call our old guys Eldari.
Okay.
With A and E. in it.
Rebranding.
Yeah, it is rebranding basically, but it's the 3 new characters though. They are meant to be dead, technically, aren't they? Or the
One of
other
them.
Eldar think of them as dead or corrupted.
Well, Maria.
Well, you skipped like there's another 2 kind of sub factions, I guess, sub races. It's exhumed. There's not much info about it, but they harvest the power of soul stones. So they sort of call for help from the old dead people.
Think how the Wraith work, where they're powered by the soul
Yeah.
stones.
But that's
then
what-
they go, we have psychic powers.
That's what I heard, that they're gonna have a new supplement kind of a thing where you can combine Harlequins, Dark Eldar, and Eldar, or excuse me, Drukhari and Eldari, and
Yeah.
Ael Harlequini.
Hey.
And they basically gonna become this excuse me.
Exhumed.
Ex-
No,
exhumed.
I don't think
No,
so.
no. They're gonna have all of their rules replaced by, if you kill one of my guys, I become stronger. It's like if you kill
That
something and you.
is the woman. She's powered by other Eldar and Spirit Stones around
Well,
her.
no. It's
Isn't it?
actually a thing for
Actually
the
a thing.
whole,
Oh.
Yeah,
well, Eldar, Dark Eldar, Harlequins. If you play all three of them together, they get all the battle focuses, whatever, replaced by one dies, the other gets stronger somehow.
So basically, it's kind of like the old tower where if the ethereal dies, every person on the field immediately has to charge against Fury's charge.
Probably.
It's basically
Something like that.
as being what kills my brother makes me stronger.
Yeah. Then there's Inari, or Inari, because it's spelled different.
Wainari.
No, just stop.
GW, please explain.
They're supposed to be, considered corrupted by demons, and they're considered already dead, and no one trusts them. Ta-da! Something you don't trust at all.
They're the ones they want to go back to before Slanesh was born, though. They want to go back to the old ways.
Okay, so what are the old ways? I thought the craft world
The old ways were more... No, the craft world was one aspect of their honor system, but then also the Dark Eldar were in it, and the reason Slanesh was born because of excess. They were there was too much debauchery, basically. So that created Slanesh. Too much excess, too much heightened emotions.
Yeah.
Killing off most of the Eldar.
And there's me, I'm trying to do it all by myself.
Yep.
What?
I'm doing it as much as debauchery.
He was the birth Slanesh himself.
Yes.
Ah. Okay.
I mean, I even bought demons recently, so
Yeah,
I'm
you're
going
close.
all in Slanesh. So one of the biggest things is they showed the new miniatures of Mr. Avatar of Inyad.
Which is Incan or something. Basically, it
Yeah.
plays on Incarnate.
Then there's a sword and the
Emissary.
Emissary. Yeah. So go on.
Yeah, so we've got the lady. Her name is Yvraine.
Just cat.
She has a cat. Yeah, she
Grixis.
has a green.
Yeah.
Grixis.
What I found, I was looking for the name. I was like, what if it comes up? Did it come up before? So it did actually come up before. In Warhammer Fantasy, they had an Everqueen. She was called Asteriel, and her daughter was Yvraine, who also became an Everqueen. But that's
If you
before
don't know what
Age of
Everqueen,
Sigmar.
if you don't know what Everqueen is the girl riding a huge bug in the Sylvaneth army, basically. That's her, an elvish goddess of nature.
Yeah.
And her daughter at some point was also named Yvraine. It's either GW trying to stitch Age of Sigmar to 40k, or they just ran out of names with
Yeah,
starting
it's
with Y.
Recycling
Well,
names, but then
I
again,
won't play past them.
it's kind of so someone important and she's important again, and this lady's supposed to be. She was born on Bieltan, but she left after she got in some sort of trouble. That's what the rumors say.
Or eating soul stones or something.
Yeah, I don't.
That's after. You go on.
Yeah, but what if she was already starting to
Yeah,
feel
she might-
some
Well, it was-
connections with soulstones?
It was rumored that she ran from Bieltan because she killed the Farseer.
Well, it could be. It's a question
It's
mark. You
either
don't know.
that or she ate a lot of soul stones, and they said, "Please stop doing that.
You're going a bit Slaneshy there, please
Yeah.
don't.
Can you not?
We don't Slanesh here.
You fucking Jesus
We
Christ!"
do military.
You
We
look-
don't Slanesh.
You look at the avatar and you're like,
What happened there?
there's a mono boo.
So go on.
Yeah. So she might have been an aspect warrior, witch, and a corsar.
Oh, it's that thing where there's extremely high-ranking people that have all become the equivalent of sergeants in all three aspects
Yeah.
of the Eldar warrior honor system.
Yeah.
So,
So
they're the elite of the elite.
it's the
Well, they have to go through all the paths
They have to go through all the paths, but they don't have to get high
to
in
become
rank.
the autarch. So yeah.
But
So they have to know. stuff.
There's
But she
actually-
only tried 3 then.
There's
I guess.
actually a great book on it called The Path of Eldar. We have all 3 of them. There's Path of Warrior, Path of Seer, and Path of Outcast.
Yeah.
Which tells the story of 3 friends, Eldar friends, one of which wanted to become a warrior, the other became a Farseer, basically a guy that foresees future and tries to navigate Eldar race towards a better end. And the third one that didn't want to do fuck all, and he became a sniper, a ranger.
Well, yeah, no, he wanted to travel. That was his. He didn't want to stay on the craft world, so he went for his path.
He ended up being an outcast sniper, basically.
It's fine.
But yeah, it's a great book. Please read. It was written by Gus Frope.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. He's the guy.
Wow.
A good guy. So what do we have else? So in the book of in the Gathering Storm 2, there's gonna be that it starts in Camorra. Ibrahim is fighting Lilith in the arena, as you do, right?
I actually have Lilith.
She's mortally wounded, so she's about to die, and then a tiny bit of energy enters her. The spirit
No.
child.
She actually dies.
Well, yeah, that's why it says she's mortally wounded, so she's like
Dying dead.
she's dying dead, and then
Dying dead.
boom,
Somewhere in between.
yeah, a little bit of energy enters her and brings her back to life.
Snash.
Nope. It's a
Wow.
tiny bit. How would Slanesh give you a tiny when it's excess? Only
Oh, it's
excess.
tiny. She can give you a little bit if you need it.
No. It's basically a shard that was accomplished by Eldrad and Harlequins during the
Death
last
Mask.
Death Mask board game. It was stopped overall. The whole process of giving birth to Inyad in the first place was stopped, but some bits and pieces still left over, and one of the shards entered Ivrain, and she became the first ever Eldar that has her soul almost gone to Slanesh but came back. So it's like a big thing.
Well, yeah,
Without
she's
soul
supposed
shard.
to die. and
The
come
Slanesh
back.
literally already opened her mouth. It's like, oh, here's a new one. And
Well, do you think
Snapped
she
it
would?
away.
yeah,
No.
Do you think she wouldn't have soul stones on her to keep her soul in
of course
stone?
not. It's Gamora.
Yeah, they don't have soul
They don't have
stones in
soul
Gamora.
stones. Do you want me to show you my miniatures?
No.
No, actually, what they called?
There's some that have
kill
them,
me.
but they don't actually use them as soul stones. They just use them as ornaments.
Oh, really?
They don't.
The-
they
what-
don't capture their souls because they never.
I
leave their
forgot.
souls.
What's the commander of Dark Elder Kabbalites? Like the guy that studies.
Archon.
Oh.
Archon.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, Archon. He has some on his back.
Yeah, on their ornaments, they're not actually to
Oh, okay.
capture souls. And if they are, he uses them as a power source for something. But they're never
Another
Dark
great
Elder.
book. Another great book you can read about Harlequins and Dark Elder is called The Mask of Wile. I don't remember the author, unfortunately, but look it up. It's a great book about It's mainly focused on the bad side of Dark Elder and how badass Harlequins are. And in the end, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil it. Read it through yourself.
Yeah. So our Ibrahim, she becomes the prophet of Ined, that guy,
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
the god of the dead of Eldar. So she gains, as she was killed and reborn, she gains souls. Well, she can use souls of nearby dying Eldar. So they kind of channel the power.
She basically becomes a living what they call infinity circuits. Ooh.
Sort of.
I don't think.
It's more like she's not so much a circuit, she's more just a conduit. Like a
Yeah.
point in between. She can manipulate it but not actually control it or anything.
So what happened next?
So Dark Eldar get very worried about her.
Yeah,
She
she's
has
come back to
that
life.
psychic aura about her, because nobody wants psychers in Camorra.
Alright, because it can attract
Yeah.
demons.
Yeah.
So yeah, she kind of needs to leave and leave quick. So this is where the Vizark comes in.
Just
Yeah.
ouch! No!
Uh-oh! Am I psychic now? Oopsies. So this is where the Vizark, the Sword of Inid, comes in. He's the one that helps Ibrahim escape Gamora.
Please.
So, because he knows who Ibrahim is. He knows that she's the prophet, she's the emissary. So he helps her out.
Maybe he just fallen in love.
Have you seen him? He's like,
He's like Khan.
He
looks
Khan. It's
badass.
He does look badass, but it looks like he's probably not originally an Eldar anymore and just some
yeah,
kind
he
of
like, I don't
possessed
care about
creature.
feelings. He has no feelings. He has masks on him. He's got that incubi look. He's that
Yeah, the incubi.
armor is a bit incubi.
Yeah.
That whole, the sword is more Eldar because it's all thin and lithe and
It's
doesn't
sort
have
of
spiky
WoW,
bits.
basically. It's sort of WoW.
Kind of, yeah.
Is it the same sword Wraith Lords and Wraith Knights hold?
Yeah, I think it's got
A
this
little
different name.
bulby here, and then the blade goes up and kind of.
But it doesn't have
curls.
the energy bits because it's got like a little.
No, because he's
Still,
still by himself, probably. He
He's,
got a soul
he's
gem.
the energy probably.
One way or another, he looks badass, and he's actually the red figure on the big art piece of the first Gathering Storm, where a lot of Black Templars and the Inquisitor, they're like running away towards the portal, and there's a
Yeah.
red. People speculated about who it was.
Oh, everyone thought it was Prince Iriel because he was lost for a while. Nobody like heard
Can
anything.
it be Prince Iriel in disguise?
Well, not in disguise. He
no.
could literally be that sword now, because it looks kind of like possession,
I
doesn't
don't
it?
think it can be Prince Iriel because there is a rumor. Well, it's in the book that. Well, it's not like Prince Iriel died and all that. No, he didn't die. That's the one. He was fighting demons on another craft world. Ian, and I think that was. And yeah, like it says, a hero was fighting demons and disappeared and all that again. As he does, because he's like, oh, I don't want to do anything anymore. This spear is a bit too much for me and all this demonic stuff that happened. But what they say, what people say as well, there's in a book, I think it was Valador, the something of Valador. This is where they explain what happens to Prince Iriel and how he comes to Dark Eldar and tries to unite again before the Gathering Storm. He tries to unite the Dark Eldar, Normal Eldar, and Harlequins. So he comes to Dark Eldar and they kind of lift him off the curse that eats his like living stuff, his soul away, that spear. So he can pick it up again and help his native craft world and any other really.
Okay.
So that's why this is probably not a Prince Iriel.
Okay.
Because he still has got the looks. He's the Linz guy, the tall one with the spear. He's still the same with the flags.
He's got the looks. He's got
with the silly flags as well.
So, as far as I read, and I just glanced over it, a lot of incubis and witches or somebody followed Vizarch along with Ivrain to actually.
Yeah, no.
Off Gamora.
Incubi follow the Vizarch. Witches and Incubi follow the Ivrain more so.
So they basically gathered a little bit of army of their own.
Yeah.
Cool. That's sick. I want to see that on the table. I want to have like a. Ooh, imagine a narrative campaign when you have to get out of Gamora, and you get attacked from all sides, and you have Vizarch, Ivrain, and some incubi. That would be badass. So what about the biggest model out there? Who's he?
There's like literally no information about him. Really.
Yeah.
The only thing that happens that we know, the fracture of Biel-Tan is literally a fracture of Biel-Tan. So right in the middle where they have the infinity circuit, it kind of explodes. It kind of and he comes out. Well,
and all the souls are gathered in one sexy ass man.
Woman, like Slanesh.
Yeah.
He has a monoboob.
Why though? Like
Slaneshi theme. Because it might be Inyad meant to. It's either Inyad is actually a woman, or it's because Inyad is meant to somehow capture Slanesh or kill Slanesh.
Well, could it be that it's corrupted a little bit?
It could be
Because
it was
they didn't
broken.
perform the whole ritual, the death mask.
The death mask.
Eldar didn't perform
because
it.
humans, fuck humans.
I don't get why did the death
Xenos.
No.
How did they find? Why did they find?
I read about this a little bit. Also glanced over. In the comments, please tell me if I'm wrong. But as far as I glanced, the Eldrad used for the ritual. He used either the planet or the place or the people of Imperial Guard. So that's why humans came in to actually protect their own kind. Kinda okay, but then again, try to listen to Eldrad for once. I've read Fulgrim, where the piece of the book where they sat down to have a breakfast, Eldrad and Fulgrim. It's just amazing, and Eldar is such a cutie pie. He's like, dude, your kind is fucked if you're not gonna tell your brother to chill, right? Fulgrim's like, fuck you, let's fight. That's it. Eldar's like, oh god, Jesus Christ, you're so stupid.
Wasn't Fulgrim possessed at the time then?
He had the Sword of Lear, but he was listening to it. He wasn't fully possessed.
Ah.
No. He had the murmurs in his head, and sometimes he stared at the picture for too long, like a week.
Oh well.
Don't question your power.
So yeah, the new, it still looks badass. For some reason, it reminded me of the Age of Sigmar's, Neferata.
Yeah.
And Neferata rides this dragon thing.
Nagatron, yeah.
Nagadron, and one of the heads look like the head of this god of death, which it's a theory, it's a long shot, but maybe Avatar of Death is a Nagadron from Age of Sigmar?
No.
I'm just joking.
Besides, the thing looks really possessed by Slanesh. But then also, if you look in the
Too possessed.
If you look at the weird smoke fire
Spirit
thing,
bit, yeah.
inside it does look like there's a load of spirit stones.
Yeah, so it's an actual thing.
So he could literally just be powered by the dead, and you have the god of the dead, not death.
Okay.
Ah, yeah.
Inyad is the he's meant to have heaven, hell, and purgatory all inside his stomach, where all of Eldar are meant to end up.
Yeah.
To prevent Slanesh from taking it.
Yeah, but he looks super corrupted.
No,
Well,
that's the
just
Avatar.
yeah.
We're talking about the actual god.
The god of death.
The dead, yeah. He's not the god of death.
Yeah.
He's the god of the dead. So there is a difference because death is the process of dying. Dead is the souls of what happens to them afterwards.
Okay.
So that's probably why the Avatar and such can harness the power of dying of the dead Eldar from spirit stones. Because they are dead, so you're just harnessing their psychic essence.
So literally, as you play with the Avatar, you just stick more stones on him. Just
Kinda,
more
yeah.
and more, because people, well, obviously you're playing a game, your miniatures are gonna die, so instead of like you take them off the table and then stick more gems on him, and then I guess Iraine gets even more psychic-y, because she can harvest them, use them, not harvest them. Well, yeah. Utilize. I'd say
Yeah.
utilize.
What I also heard, there's going to be a lot of formations, including Harlequins, Dark Eldar, and normal Eldar, Craft World Eldar. There's also a rumor about Black Guardians or Dark Guardians.
Black Guardians, yeah.
Black
They're
Guardians.
The assault version of normal Guardians.
Yeah, they're coming back.
Yeah, I think they were in the Codex like about 17 years ago.
Yeah.
It was in 2000s, I think it was.
So it's a really old kind of thing
Yeah,
coming
and
back.
from the new stuff as well. So you mentioned formations. There's already 2 spoiled, but you can't really read them.
Yeah.
That's a horrible picture. And then there's new psychic discipline. I think it's called the Revenant. So
Ooh.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Bringing the dead. It's
Again.
Reverend is a creature that can't die.
It's also a movie with Oscar winning.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know what you're on about.
Leonardo
do, but-
DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah,
He's
the
the
one
one
with
that
the
stays
one
alive
with
with
the
the
bear.
Oh yeah, the angry, the yelling and crying, and how much
Yeah.
punishment can you put an actor through before? he gets
Yeah,
off?
it's like Mel Gibson in Punishment of the Christ or whatever the fucking thing was.
It's a
Uh,
Jesus movie.
Jesus
The
movie, yeah.
Jesus movie, the We Hate All the Jews movie.
Yeah, kind of.
And from new stuff, they do mention that there's going to be relics and other artifacts and that.
Well, yeah,
sort of
there's always
stuff.
new relics, isn't there? Like the Traitor Legion, all the legions get.
Maria,
rebelled.
your dream is coming to life. All of the Eldar coming together. And the funny thing is, we have all the armies.
Yay! I can play them
coming
all.
together and holding hands and singing Kumbaya.
Well,
Yeah.
While they
the
stab a fool.
the picture of the not factions,
Formation.
formations. Thank you. The picture of formation showed them in larger numbers. Like there's a lot of just guys on
Yeah, because you need
legs.
a lot to.
Field 3 armies and a couple extra special models.
No,
Yeah.
I mean that shows that the Eldar are being
Reunified?
not just reunified. They're much more encouraged to actually battle, because before they were scared to lose in battle and they used the brave constructs and all that jazz to protect themselves because they were scared of dying. Because
That
if they die,
depends-
they die.
That depends on
and
the craft world. Some craft worlds are like, whatever, we're still people. Well, we're still Eldar. We're gonna fight as it is. If we have race constructs,
Fight
okay.
us, man.
If we don't, we just use whatever we have, like bikes, tanks,
No,
ourselves.
I meant using just what they call guardians, little guys.
Yeah.
You kept lying around everywhere.
Yeah,
Because there's like
They're
Maria
useless.
brought 20 of them.
21.
Oh, 20.
I somehow got
yeah.
21.
The guy mistakenly mailed us an extra one guardian. He didn't reply to us or
No, he
anything.
was
So
like,
okay,
he
21
got
I
rid
guess.
of them. Some of the poses on them are just horrible, so yeah, I understand why he got rid of them. But yeah, the thing is, we forget that with the fracture of Yeltan, obviously Eldar die as it explodes and does the thing.
That's fine. You've got your
So
daddy
they're
with you.
kind of refugees and they're accepting and
They'll be accepted at the craft worlds.
yeah. Stuff is just going
Oh
around.
my God,
Can you imagine a
refugees
craft
again.
world in the webway? Like Comorai? But a craft world?
There was one.
Yeah, but it got lost in it or destroyed.
Yeah, someone was just
Wait,
being
what?
pointed. No, there was one. I think it was the Malgan Ra that had to go into the warp to help his own craft world to get out of the warp. So,
Just imagine a
but-
tug rope. Just grab this, guys!
Yeah.
Malgan Ra, if you don't know who that is, that's the aspect warrior of Dark Reapers.
Yeah, Dark Reapers.
He's the dude with a skull on his head and a huge ass cannon.
Yeah, I think a picture will do. But yeah, he was the one to come in. He was like that character, because obviously we have at least one of each aspect warrior characters. But yeah, he came into the warp to help his own craft world to lift it out of the, get it out of the warp, because he got lost in there somehow. Just throw it in and like, you know,
Where I put my craft world?
stuff
Did I put it in
happens.
the back pocket?
No.
Where's my keys?
But yeah, and what was I on about? So yeah, they
Grapple
do
and
get
rubber.
lost in warp. They do get into warp, but none of the other Eldar are gonna trust them because they always think that nothing that comes out of warp is the same.
Is that the warp though, or the webway?
The warp. Webway is alright. Webway.
Yeah, so
as
but
long as
the Dark
you know.
Eldar and the Harlequins basically own the webway.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying actually have a craft world in the webway,
Uh,
even though I don't think it would fit.
yeah, it wouldn't fit, would it?
Wait,
No,
what?
Webway is just like
It's a tunnel.
tunnels. Loads of
Yeah.
There's
tunnels.
like
so
the
they're-
central parts. The reason Comrade can exist is because there's connecting tunnels that are big enough to maintain it.
Isn't camera? It's like its own. It's a huge thing.
Yeah,
Right. They
but-
can. As far as I heard, they can. They nick stars to get some light on the Gamorra.
Yeah, there's still stars.
Can you imagine how huge that thing is?
Yeah, but I'm saying that's probably
And
where
you're saying-
all the tunnel. No, that's where all the tunnels probably meet up. It's like
Yeah.
a center point, a hub point.
No, you.
It's a city of Townsville.
Because that's why you only get small parts going to all the planet fits.
The city of Townsville. Yeah. Where
Ingrimar.
Professor X accidentally mixed X chemical and brought Powerpuff team.
Powerpuff
Powerpuff.
Witches.
You've read
Yeah.
Vizarch and then the Avatar of Death. Where's Sigorach in all of this? Sigora, Kagora?
Laughing God.
Yeah.
Yeah, the clown, the big clown.
On the winning side.
He's always on the bloody
usual-
winning side.
Yeah.
I like this dude. I was actually there were a long time ago. There were rumors about what they called the
Library Guardians?
Black Library Guardians. It's like they're huge wraith constructs that battled Ahriman when he came in.
Like
To visit.
every time he tries to visit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
No, go away.
they're
You've
supposed to
left your library
be
card at home.
they supposed to be bigger and badasser than the Wraith Knights, and I love Wraith Knight. Probably not the proportions of his hands, but overall it's a good miniature.
That's better proportions than a tau on their heads.
Excuse me, what?
Have you seen a Riptide? Have you seen how small the head is?
Does it have a head?
Yeah.
Why? It's a
where the
robot.
sensors go.
It's a robot.
I know, but it's where all the sensors. It's like that big. It's tiny, and then the
Yeah.
body's huge, and it's like.
But then there's like 3 people piloting it.
No, that's the Tau Da. I mean any Tau crisis suit.
Oh.
Apart from the crisis suit
yeah.
and the stealth suit,
Oh,
the fine, but
now I
Riptide,
understand.
Storm.
But they don't use it as an actual head. They just use it as a kind of binoculars, visors.
Camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is still just a big robot basically. But
The smaller it is, the better, right?
Yeah.
Because that's your vision.
apparently Ultramarines can shoot the lenses out of it though.
Oh wow.
Ultramar.
Ultramarines, I mean.
Yeah.
Yay.
Ultramar the planet can shoot out Riptide eyes.
Ultramarines can go into warp without Geller fields.
They're Ultramarines, who cares?
They're Ultramarines.
Yeah.
They're Smurfs.
Like
No,
this, no.
it's just who cares. It's about somebody cared too much about them. We know who. We know
He
why.
who shall not be named.
He still works. He still works
Yeah,
there.
I
He's
know.
been hired again as a writer.
I know, I hope they have someone else working with them. Just to go,
Somebody
no.
controlling him, yeah. Okay.
Or maybe his new favorite army is Tyranids. By the way, talking about my army, where are the fucking Tyranids?
They're
Yeah,
at the edge
nothing
of the
happened.
galaxy still, just slowly encroaching, always.
Well,
Fighting the tower mostly.
I don't like how we've been
Relegated.
degraded to like pesky locusts rather than this huge growing danger.
That's
yeah.
because apparently
Where are
every
we
high
at?
fleet gets bitch slapped. By something.
Well,
We ate the first company of Ultramarines, and that says something.
Yeah, and then the tower appeared and went, no, these are our planets.
Oh.
You're not eating us. We may be fishy, but they're ours.
I like the story where who was it? Somebody lured Tau on a planet and
Shadows here. It was I don't remember her name, but she was like, oh,
Oh,
look,
really?
Tao. She pretended to be one of the like lower class races. So she's like, oh, Tao, come to our planet if we want to be like
We want to be friends.
to be added to your
We
greater
want to
good and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So they came in like, oh yeah, we're gonna take this.
No,
planet
first of all, they
and all
came
that.
in. They came in, and the planet is just a barren waste, just nothing, just complete desert. It was like, and they they landed on the planet. It's like, okay, what's next? And just fuck, the skies turned red. The Mesitic spores started to rain from above, and woohoo!
Yeah. That's how you delay Tyranids coming to your craft world.
Well, you fed me, and I'm grateful.
On to the next one. Dish number 2.
No, it happens a lot with Eldar. But I think you're gonna, with your Avatar of Death, woken up, you're probably gonna become more courageous.
Well, there's more of us if you combine all 3 of us. The Dark Eldar, Eldar, and Harlequins.
What's
Still
there?
not as many as there is humans.
Well,
Really?
Yeah.
There's nothing as much as there is humans. Humans outnumber Tyranids
Yeah.
in the galaxy so far. Until the hive mind comes.
Yeah, where's the High Mind? Why is he being delayed? He or
It's
she?
not. It's not.
We
delayed, it's
are
just
the
slow.
hive mind.
Well,
Do
do
you
you know
think-
the hub? There is like a main chunk of the hive, of not the hive fleet, of the whole hive mind.
Of course. The ones we
It's like-
saw are
like-
just tendrils.
Yeah. So where's the main body?
I don't think there is a body.
Well,
That's
you-
the thing. I think there's a main cloud of locusts,
That's
but
what we mean. That is the center point. The
if that
main
thing comes
collection.
in, we're all fucked.
Well,
Literally,
yes.
we will, the whole galaxy. No matter how many Eldars you got, no matter how many humans you got.
Yeah, I know. At that point, you would outnumber the humans with probably carnifexes. So for every human, there's a carnifex. Shit.
Oh
No,
god.
just I
Oh.
somehow imagine like it's a curfew, so all the people need to come into the houses and all that after 9, and carnifexes just come out and like
Starts
stalk the
eating
people,
everyone.
stalk the people that are out and like nom nom nom
That's
nom.
Pac-Man.
That's
That's
basically
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man,
Yeah.
Yeah, but they look like they're a bit
Instead of a
round.
Pac-Man, it's a cardifact. Nama, nama,
With
nama,
googly
nama.
eyes.
Oh my god.
You know what? You gave me an idea. I want to field as much carnifexes on the battlefield as there are humans against me.
Well,
I see you got a squad of scouts or whatever they call the snipers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
scouts.
Human scouts. I've got 5 current taxes for that.
One for each.
One for each.
Oh, I'm charging. Hammer of Wrath. Oh, why
Aw.
did they die? All of them. I still have 4 more to charge.
Well, the living battery ram can only take 3 at a time, so.
So we need at least
But
2.
they will run away.
We
you know?
killed the Baneblade. I killed the Baneblade with my Carnifex.
I've actually found out that Gene Stealer Cult's really good at killing tanks.
Gene Stealer so far is the best army on
Yeah.
all the ETCs because of those weird warlord traits and abilities they have.
They're really, because the main thing before they came out was Alpha Strikes. You know, they turn up turn 1, like I recently made with that Space Marine army. They turn up turn 1 and just obliterate your main things.
Yeah.
So most armies can't deal with it. Some can, but they're also Alpha Strike armies.
Oh yeah, I wonder how that works. They're like turn 1, turn 1.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's whoever goes
okay.
second basically would do better, or they say I'm holding things back. Like my army, I decide when they get to come in. They're the way around it. But Gene Stealers cause nearly their entire army infiltrates from turn 1 onwards.
Yeah. And it's not just
destroys
infiltrates. They infiltrate within 6 inches.
Yeah,
of...
and then they can leave again and recuperate numbers.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
ridiculous. It's just, and the fact that they can get like really cheap armor bane weapons. You can kill knights with them.
Well, it's because they're miners, aren't they?
Yeah, it's just stupidly cheap. You just go, oh look, they can charge because you've got 3d6 to pick where their infiltration, whatever it's called.
I know,
ambush.
Yeah.
And I still,
result.
as much as I like Tyranids, I don't like the Gene Stealer Cult
I actually like
at all. I own the Pure Stain Gene Stealers and a Broodlord. 2 actually. I've got a metal one, the old one, and the newer one. I still don't like the Gene Stealer Cult. I don't want to mess with people. I am for the pure nation of Tyranids.
Whoa.
Okay.
What?
Make Tyranids great
Make
again.
Tyranids great again. Yeah. Bring
No, they never
bring a
will.
new codex, please.
Not until the 42nd millennium when Tower being attacked. I want to know what will happen to the Tower because the problem the Tower always have, it's always in their stories, is they never have enough Fire Warriors.
How?
Well, the problem with the Tower is they've only got so many planets.
Fire Warriors are the guys.
The basic troops,
Mm.
basically. That's why they get other races in quite a lot. Like Kroot. They use Kroot as foot sloggers more than Fire Warriors when you read it in the fluff, or ambush attackers. Because they can get Kroot in numbers. Kroot breed really quickly. And they get other races like I've forgotten the word, where you use other races as Fire Warriors.
Guavesta.
That's it. They use them, so humans and such. But the problem is, the actual Fire Warriors themselves, who are trained as Fire Warriors to go in crisis suits, riptides, broadsides, they don't have enough. They never have enough.
Oh.
So what happens when the Tyranids come? Because the first thing the Tyranids will hit is the Tau.
Hmm.
Sure, they've got the advanced technology, but they don't have the manpower.
Yeah.
So would they go down more of a robotic route with the drones?
Oh, just the drone.
Will we
But
even
what
make
about
it?
Vespid? What about Vespid?
I don't know, guys.
I like him. I like him, even though the
I like the
models are-
model. I don't like the rules because they.
So, why are we talking about Town Vespis when we started with Eldar?
Well, why did we go on to Space Marines or the Imperium
Oh,
or Gene
Tyranids.
Stealers
Oh,
or Tyranids?
You Tyranids. You were the one complaining.
Okay, sorry. So getting back to Eldar, what else is there to talk about?
Nothing much, but yeah,
Not until the book comes out.
the book will come out, and there will be rules how to build your own army with all 3 factions.
There is the only other thing really Eldar news-wise is the Dark Eldar gang wars.
Oh yeah, there's the
Gangs of Gamorra.
Oh.
Which I
Right.
have been, because of the campaign I'm thinking about running with the Death Watch, but with Eldar.
Ooh, watch it on our channel.
If we ever get to do it.
Yeah.
I was our local game shop. He recommended that I get that because it has a reward system.
Oh.
So loot.
What do you mean?
It
Your
has,
as your characters go through, they will find treasure, better
Okay,
weapons,
yeah,
better
yeah.
armor. That game apparently has a system in it for Eldar.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. No, first of all, let's talk about Gangs of Gamorra in general. It's a board game based over the, let's call it biker gang races in the city of Dark Eldar. The box includes 2 squads of Reavers.
Yeah,
Reavers?
jetpacks.
Yeah, jet bikes. I always mix them up because
So yeah, you get 6 jet bikes
and that's
Is it?
and-
and
Hellions?
10 Hellions.
and 10 Hellions.
The thing
Some
on Tesla.
terrain, some cardboard terrain, some
Yeah.
tokens. The thing is, the bikes are on their own. 3 bikes cost like 25 quid
Yes,
each.
the box is very much worth it. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
you kind of get 4 times
The box
price.
is like £30
It's
only.
35 pounds.
Their board games are always brilliant for
Yeah.
pricing. It's like so cheap.
Hmm.
It's the only ones that aren't worth getting out of their board game range is really the flyer ones, because it's always a situation of I'll buy this one because I want the flyer.
Yeah.
I've got another flyer I don't want. Not many
Oh yeah,
people
the
have both games.
storm cloud.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the cow. If you buy cow, you get Necron. If you buy
Yeah, what
Eldar, you get Ultramarine. Not
Orcs?
space. No, orcs. That's it.
Yeah, you get orcs.
Yeah, and Marines, and they have a Helldrake in there,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first
which is
one.
Okay.
fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can basically use them. By the way, you can
Oh,
convert the what's it called, the flying brick of Marines into a chaos flyer, and that's it.
Not really. Chaos don't have flyers.
Yeah, they
They
only
only have
Helldrakes.
Helldrakes and Princes. They
Really?
haven't got- Yeah, they haven't got any flyers.
Oh,
They only have Helldrakes.
Yeah, you're obviously a noob at chaos.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to finishing my Rhino.
Yeah, and you haven't built your
and
noise
how long-
marines.
Yeah, and how long have you had that Rhino now?
Dude, don't even
Same.
see that pile of miniatures there. We need to build them. Maria only started on hers, and she's a Jinchi. What I want to do with my Rhino is I want to put a speaker. Yeah, a speaker into it. So it's gonna become a noise Rhino, a really noisy Rhino. It's gonna go whoop 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 whoop.
You need to put like a vape in it, so then it just looks like they're smoking weed inside. Just have reggae
When you-
blasting and just smoke.
Oh
coming out
my
of it.
god, how cool that would be! A vape, you know, the vapor
Yeah, that's
machine.
what I'm saying.
A case for it as a Rhino. Just hold a Rhino and smoke out of
my
it.
God.
That's cool. Or a flask for your alcohol, in the shape of a Rhino.
You're better off with a Land Raider because it's bigger. You
Yeah,
get more.
yeah.
You know how to sneak alcohol on the tabletop tournament.
In the Land Raider. Yeah.
Oh, why is it so heavy? And it bloop, 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 bloop.
I'm gonna
Why is
start wobble,
Yeah, why does it
Not
have
wobble,
water in it?
gurble.
What does it splash?
Yeah, it's splashing in
Your
it.
Land Raider's leaking on the table. Why? Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
Oopsie.
That's my personal one. And you know what? Yeah, I'll start with a Rhino, and I end up with Baneblade, and I'm hammered. No, let's call it the Hammer Bane or whatever.
It's like the scale of drinking for Warhammer now, isn't it? You start off with a Rhino,
Yeah.
and you build up to a Land Raider eventually. You might get Russ in there or something.
Even Russ is a shot.
No, then you also get Torx. They're like just small beers. Just
Oh,
Torx,
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
crappy Imperial Guard
I
tank.
like that. That's the best one.
They're just trucks. That's what I mean, though. They're like normal beer.
And
Like
and then
Hobgoblin or something.
and then if you want a headache in the morning, you go for Goliath.
Oh.
And if you want to keel over before you even get out the pub, you have a knight.
This is actually a great game. Okay,
It's not a
GW,
game, it's just another way of saying drink.
GW, we're copywriting this for you. So okay, we'll start with Lehman Russes. They're shots of vodka and
Vodka
cola.
with lemon. Lemon.
No, no.
Lemon with Lehman. With just little Lehman Russ
Oh
model heads in
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So
you would spell it as a lemon, Russ.
oh
No copyright issues.
No,
it's
Tequila
fine.
has a worm in it, doesn't it?
Tequila has yeah.
So you could do that Fulgrim. That could be the Fulgrim, because Fulgrim's turned into a giant snake, hasn't he?
Oh,
You
yeah.
have modular Fulgrim in the bottom of the bottle.
Oh god, that was. I was thinking, where are you going with these?
With worms, yeah. Okay.
Worm, Fulgrim.
Giant purple
Just-
snake.
Try to have a connection there.
Hey, my mind works in good ways.
Yeah, sometimes. So what else is there? No,
Torx?
Torx is a beer.
Yeah, or a cider.
What else is there?
Lemon.
Medusa. Medusa is like 4 shots because it has 4 barrels.
No,
Or no, that's
it's-
Basilisk.
It's a Jaeger bomb.
4 Jaeger bombs.
Bomb.
For a basket, it's just a bomb, isn't it? So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ignores your cover.
Yeah, stop covering. Just
We've
need
got
to drink.
Rhino, which I guess would just be like a pint, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just about
Just
but then a Lehman
simple.
Russ would be a spiked pint,
Ooh.
just a bit stronger.
We call it a screwdriver. Just add some vodka into it,
Oh.
and then you're gonna have a pure demon in your head
Oh yeah.
in the morning, just whispering, "Why did you do this?"
Then we've got a Baneblade,
A Bane Blade. That's
which I think would just be, it would be just a strong drink, but a large one. So like a large rum or a large vodka or something.
whiskey,
Yeah, something.
cognac.
Something. But then Imperial Night would be whatever you've got in front of you, mix it together and down it.
Well, shake
While
it a little
standing.
bit.
Well, yeah, see how long you can keep going. Because we can tell when you've got the explosion result and you've got that D on the table.
You know what? This is a great idea. Put it on a paper. We're gonna do a Warhammer drinking game. If our local store will allow us a separate room where we can do debauchery and give birth to the new Slanesh.
A real Slanesh.
A real one. Yeah.
You're really obsessed with giving birth to Slanesh, aren't you?
I went Slanesh. I'm sorry.
Well, I have as well. We've only got one Tzeentch and two Slanesh.
Someone's gonna get an operation, I think.
Someone's got to go for Nurgle at some point. Just
I saw
let's avoid
some-
him.
By the way, there was some new art on Slanesh. No, or is it? Was it old ones? Where did I see it? I'm sorry. I saw some great art. I don't know the artist. With Slanesh demons battling against Jinshi. Well, I mean your Rubric Marines.
All right.
They looked super cool.
Oh, it was in the book. It was.
Oh,
one of
it
the
was in a
books,
book. Shoot. I need to take notes next time. Well, we were in Leeds yesterday and we went into Waterstones and we looked in all the pretty books. And one of them was basically Ahriman's
Well, sorcerer.
Adventures.
Yeah.
The Adventures of Ahriman and his joyous Rubric Marines. Ha ha!
The most depressing story ever because nobody talks.
No,
Yeah.
Ahriman does. He just talks to himself.
Yeah, I actually
And then-
started the book.
And then talks to whatever he is, the clown god, laughing god.
Oh, about the library card. He keeps forgetting.
Can I?
I think I left him in my other Rubric Marines. Shoot him!
He just rings up and like, can I borrow a book, please?
Just one.
Just
I can
one.
see you getting up to the door. The laughing god appears and says, "Where's your library card?" And he says, give me a moment." Calls up and it's just Magnus on the other end. Just, Magnus, where's my card?
What was? Yeah.
Did I give it you? Where is it? Oh shit.
Oh, not again.
Magnus was like, "Oh god damn it. Again."
Did Lucius sell it?
Can I at least use your like copier or printer, please?
No, sorry.
Can I use your fax machine? Don't you need to like rub it in oil and stuff? Shut up! It's the Imperium.
I actually had that problem in real life.
With oil.
No, I mean the library card. The library card. The bitch of a librarian didn't allow me to use their printer.
Wasn't we have a library?
Not here. Back in Narnia.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
When he was like 10, and trying.
No. I was 14 and I tried to get some Pushkin or Lermontov or Dostoevsky because that's what my school taught me. Do I remember all of them now?
For a minute,
Not
like,
quite.
Skull taught me. I'm like, oh, you're talking in your head.
Okay.
Your
Okay.
accent went a bit weird then.
Well, you have a little bit of corn in you. Just
Apparently.
chill. Just chill.
Stop
Oh.
eating corn.
It's for the cornflakes.
You know it's not getting digested. You just poop out corn again. Corn is indestructible.
The anger.
The anger.
skull.
The cause.
Maria had just a blank stare and says, "The anger.
Yep.
It's talking to me."
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, Gangs of Gomorrah is gonna be awesome. The new
We really went off topic there,
yeah.
didn't we?
The Eldar Reunited is gonna be awesome. Everything's awesome. What a great time to be alive.
I want more towel.
Yeah, there's nothing going on with Well,
How
there is a little bit going on with Necron, but they just help. There's one guy. Yeah, there's one guy.
We haven't been
Tau and
mentioned.
Tyranid aren't mentioned at all, apart
So-
from in the
Orcs?
Tau book.
Orcs?
Orcs are meant to be in the
Orcs.
next book.
Well,
Hopefully, yeah. But
Or
like,
they're meant to be at some point in this, because apparently this isn't the end times.
yeah. Have you seen that picture
Yeah.
as well? Like, oh my God, GB, please tell me this is not end times. I'm so worried. Blah blah blah.
And they
blah,
go, no, it's not the end time, it's just advancing the story.
Duh.
no,
But then at the same time, they probably won't tell us it's the end time.
I'm gonna tell my story. Me and Maria, we joined Warhammer a year and a half ago, right? And I was lured in by cute miniatures and a great game, great rules and stuff. You were the first one to introduce us. That's why you are here right now.
Thanks.
So to teach you all the rules, all the games, right?
Well,
Well, you can read. That's a
Yeah,
good-
that's-
that's a positive
That's the
thing.
bonus
we tried to open a barrel of beer earlier, and I got lost in like the second sentence, and Josh came to help.
Figured it out in like 2 minutes.
So
Slow.
what the hell was I talking about before that?
Come on.
Us and joining Warhammer. How we
Oh yeah,
started.
we joined Warhammer. I was just depressed over how the story is not progressing at all. I was like, God, Jesus, there's so many ways you can just go in. Okay, rebrand it as Warhammer 41k or 42k and start doing something.
Sorry, it is 40. That's fine. It's like 4999.
I am the Farseer. I actually
I
predicted
can
that
see
happening.
1 year into the future.
Yeah, you only
So
just
now it's
started.
the 42nd millennia.
No, well, I also realized that Warhammer's economics weren't doing that good before that as well. They weren't selling as much. The Warhammer Fantasy was dying, right? And we joined,
And
And
everything
look-
went better.
and look at that. We've got Age of Sigmar.
They changed the CO.
And that's good.
Well, no, Sigma. The last
What's his
CO decided-
name? I forgot.
Apparently, he does actually walk around Warhammer World, but I don't know his name.
I
He actually plays it as well.
yeah, you
Oh, yeah.
look it up.
'Cause,
But
like, wow.
CEO of Warhammer, we love you. Thank you for what you're doing. Don't get scared by all the salty haters that don't want their Space Marines to be bad or get distracted by something else. Yeah. No, progress the story. Do something new. Take risks. Look at Nintendo. It took risks.
And it's still Nintendo, and it still takes risks.
No, I'm just joking. But yeah, they brought us V, and that started the whole motion and VR
Hey.
progressing.
I think it's this one. KD Roundtree.
KD Roundtree?
Rountree.
Yeah.
That's
So
him.
I'm gonna call him the old father,
CEO, yeah. Kevin.
Kevin.
That's his first name.
Oh,
Kevin, thank you very much for what you're doing. They're actually listening to community.
yeah.
Community wanted Gene Stealers. We brought them Gene Stealers. Community wants sisters. Fuck, here's some sisters.
Well, it's also the fact is the previous CEO focused entirely on new customers. We only get money from new customers because they have to buy books, they have to buy miniatures, so we get the most money from them, which is true. But at the same time, he was alienating his normal customers and wasn't giving them anything to bring them.
I think the current
Yeah.
CEO doing better because he started doing them little boxes with like 1 or 2.
But the best thing is, them little boxes, they work for both new players and old.
Yeah.
And they're good savings. So their old customers are buying them because they're good savings. New customers are buying them because they're a good start point.
Yeah.
The starter boxes, I bought like 4 different armies with them, including Sigma armies, because
Yeah.
they were good deals. There's like you even bought them, the Lizardmen.
I've bought
Man.
5.
The Lizardmen, you get one model in there that is literally, you paid for that model, all the other models are free.
Yeah.
Yes.
The worst deal out of them was like the Space Marine and the Chaos Space Marine.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
even then, you save money, a lot of money.
Chaos Space Marine, if I remember this right, had a Terminator Lord, 10 Marines, and
And
a
Hellbrute.
Hellbrute.
Which
Yeah.
the Space Marines had the exact same, but it was a Dreadnought.
Yeah.
and
Well, it's
Not a Chaos.
The
Dreadnought, and a guy with yellow hair,
yeah.
but with blonde hair. Sorry.
Whatever.
That could literally be any faction other than Raven Guard, I think.
It's Space Marines. But
Um,
yeah.
Go on.
And then you get your extra rules just for fun if you're just playing the box. So if you're just starting, yeah, awesome.
No,
great.
then all the box games came out, like Kill Team, which had the rule book, which I really wanted to when I started. Right, I couldn't afford it at times. So yeah, I still use cheat sheets,
I have
but
it. Kill Team. I have Kill Team. The book. I have
Oh.
the version of it.
All right. No, as in the
You have
actual
everything.
the big rule book. We're talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you buy the
no,
box
not
of
the Kill Team rulebook. The box of Kill Team where Tau against Deathwatch. It included the rule book of
You
the
mean the actual Warhammer.
Yeah, the big
rulebook.
rule book.
It's because you said Kill Team. I thought you meant the Kill Team rulebook.
No. Yeah, that's a brilliant saving because that book on its own costs like 30. The
Oh, yeah.
box with 2 squads, a separate game, and the rulebook costs 40.
Yeah,
I bought it for
nice.
my bosses at work. Hi, Eloisa and Mike. Yeah.
I didn't buy that box just because the Tau side is crap. Fire Warriors and a turret.
Hillbillies.
No, it's not even a Hillbillies. It's just Strike Team. It's either
I thought
it can
they
be.
were the
It's
Strike
the
Team.
both. Strike. There's two. There's a Breacher Team and a Strike Team. Strike Team are rifles. Breacher Team shotguns.
Okay.
I do love the Hillbillies though because they're just hilarious. But you go, you've come on my property, boy.
Yeah, oh, that's how you killed my Carnifex. I still remember that.
Yeah, strength 6 AP3 at point blank range.
Fucking
It's like, either you're dead or I'm dead. I don't care.
Yeah, that was amazing. But yeah, all the boxed games came out. The Gore shows and the
God's meant to be good. It's small, compact, and quick.
A lot of people say that. I've read reviews and I was really tempted because I already have one miniature and I really liked Valkia, the Hornet Demonette with wings.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for scary girls with wings.
Okay.
And that is a long silence and I don't like that.
Canoness. I'll say Canoness. She's a bit scary. That's how she acts and all that.
Canoness.
Yeah.
You know,
I went against
Your
Sisters of
mum-
Battle once.
I have
and
as well against Lucy several times. She always
You
kicks
won.
my ass.
okay,
Never
I
beaten her.
lost on the Overwatch, on the first Overwatch. It was horrible.
Oh no, for me it's like really stupid things. Like in one game when I was against Welsh Tom, you know,
Yeah.
he had a knight and then he was trying to kill a devilfish, and this was before the FAQ came out, so you could throw all your grenades in assault.
Mm.
So I had a devilfish full of fire warriors, all with EMP grenades.
Yeah.
So then,
Haywire.
yeah, haywire. So if he destroyed my devilfish with his knight, which he was trying to for 4 rounds,
Okay.
they would jump out, go hi, throw grenades, and he'd die because that many EMP grenades is going to annoy him.
Mm.
But I had a 3-up jink on the devilfish. He survived 4 rounds of shooting. The only reason he died is because someone else came up and said, oh, because he was using a mix of Marines and Eldar.
Mm.
He went, oh, you do know your Wave Serpent, you can sacrifice his shield to give it ignores cover on its shooting.
Oh.
So it's like, that's the only reason the devilfish died, after 4 rounds of shooting by the knight and other things. And it was just the silliest thing. But then I went against Lucy's army, and she had the emulators, whatever they are, the musical organs of
Oh,
strength
yeah.
10 AP1 D6 shots.
Exorcist?
Exorcist maybe. But
I don't remember.
either way, first round, she shot me. It killed my devilfish instantly with a 3-up jink.
Mm.
Just dead
Nice.
straight away. It's like, and it was just like Riptide. I have a 2-up invul, 1. But then I have a 5-up invul and survives.
But how bloody metal is it?
Bloody
You've
metal.
got a tank / organ that fires missiles that is piloted by a nun,
A musical nut.
a musical
Musical
nun.
nun.
That's why before, because I have a hard
Whoopi
time,
Goldberg, essentially.
High five. That's a good one.
because I have a hard time with names. So like that, I didn't realize they were the Sisters of Battle for a long time. So I just called them the musical nuns. That's all I called them, the musical nuns.
Aw.
That's like Slaneshi. It's like
Sort of, but
noise
they were-
nuns.
They're more like noise sluts.
Ooh.
Or noise holes.
Ooh.
We don't use that kind of language on this here podcast. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think I've sworn like 6 times already, and you've sworn at least 3.
Fuck you.
I think Maria's the only one not swearing.
She never swears. No. She swears.
She
when
swears
we
at you.
when we play
Oh,
Dota,
yeah.
and only on me.
Oh yeah.
That's because you're swearing at
You
everyone.
have a build-up hate against me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
Fuck.
Oh god, just wrong.
anyway, we went past 1 hour mark. This is gonna be a long one.
It's a podcast, of course it's going to be a long one.
Yeah.
Well, I hope all your listening is enjoying our soothing voices.
This is not ASMR or what's it called?
I'm not rubbing my beard against the microphone. I don't even know where the microphone is on this thing.
It's somewhere.
Probably near
It's-
the camera.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Let's
no.
discuss on my laptop.
Anyway,
Back to
about
Warhammer.
people being salty that Eldar are getting something new and everyone
Even though they're
else
mostly
isn't.
already overpowered. Just the Eldar part of it.
Yeah.
But- It's
Cheese.
Well, we have
It's
to
the
be
easiest
better.
way of making Dark Eldar and Harlequins more powerful. Just say, they're now all one faction.
Yeah,
Shit.
no one plays Dark Eldar because it's just
Really?
unbearable. How can
I
you?
like
You
playing
either
them.
win or lose straight away on turn one. That's
Fun.
it.
I found Dark Eldar fun because they're kind of random. You have the combat drags. You've got
Kinda.
a ton of weaponry you can put on, like the Cabalites, for example. They have tons of special weapons, heavy weapons. There's like artifacts and stuff. It's actually really cool. You know you're gonna lose, but how?
I did really
You
well with my
choose
Dark
how.
Eldar. But I didn't use any of the special. I just had Raiders with Cabalites in it, and then one Venom with some Incubi and a Warlord going, "Hi! Oh, we're in melee, you're dead. Go away!" And then they get shot.
Yeah, I never won with my Dark Eldar. I still love them.
I won with them. They were quite fun. I pissed people off because I kept having one Raider that always got immobilized on terrain on a building. And then for some reason after that they could never hurt that Raider ever again. It became
Oh, yeah.
invincible when it was on a building.
I think it's a thing. I think it's like a
It was weird.
a psychic thing in
it has-
in actual game. If you're immobilized, that's it. You're safe. You can shoot. You just stand on one spot. That's it. You can disembark, do whatever.
It's basically a psychological attack. It's like a sailor riding a zebra. Stripes. Stripes everywhere. It's just fuck. What?
Oh, I know what you mean now. Sailor.
Sailor in a striped shirt, you know,
Yeah,
like Frenchman
Yeah.
sailor.
Yeah, the mime.
Yeah, mime.
There
as
could
well.
be a mime on the zebra.
A mime with a zebra would be worse.
And
because
we're
it is
back
black
to
and white
Harlequins.
rather than blue.
Yeah.
They're not
So
riding zebras.
I wish they
Skin
were.
the zebras.
The what?
They skin the zebras and then pretend to be the zebras.
Who, Harlequins?
Yeah, they pretend to be They're the entertainers, aren't they? They have to put on the pantomime.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
So you know when you have the kids' pantos and they say, "Ah, it was a tree," there will be a Harlequin in the back who would have had to be a tree at some point, or a zebra or something in the background.
Oh my god.
Because they're always doing the panto, aren't they? They're always dancing and showing off, and then it's like there'd be that one really stupid Harlequin that they never want to dance.
The
'cause he's
derpy
really
one.
clumsy. Yeah, it'd be the clumsy one, and they just put him in the back, disguised as a tree.
Yeah.
Today you're gonna be a decoration.
Yeah, but at
Today
least
usually a rock.
the only thing he can do is like try and move his
He
arms
can
around.
sway.
Sway, yeah. As the wind comes, he's like to the left.
And then he killed
To the
himself
right.
with his embrace.
To the
Oh,
left.
caress, and then slashed his face.
Actually,
Did my armor save me? Not
the armor that I'm not wearing.
Yeah. Did my invuln save me? Okay, 5 up. Let's go. Oh.
Was I agile enough to avoid my own hand?
Yeah, I just slipped on a banana peel.
Somehow
That's actually a good pantomime. He created a new genre in Harlequin
Slapstick.
dances. Yeah, he was the Charlie Chaplin of his time. Maria, make that a thing,
very
please.
short-lived Harlequin, I would imagine, because he'd end up like slapping himself with a cuirass and just dying. That would be the one time he managed to get instant death with it as well. Just on himself.
That only time when he
Wow,
rolled
yeah.
a 6. Shit. Yeah, people are being really salty not only about the Eldar getting new stuff because they already were cheese, they were overpowered, but also about the end times coming in.
Yeah.
Guys, chill. It's cool. We're getting something new. Just accept the change.
The shiny syndrome. The shiny new toy syndrome.
Exactly.
Well, what we should do is like look what's coming out, like read it, find it out what's happening.
And then find out what this how get.
Wait for that one. I'll make sure that as well. But So then you can give the feedback, because GB obviously listens to you. If there's something that really bothers you, like the whole community is gonna say, "Oh my God, you did this
Just send a
wrong."
message to our Lord and Savior Duncan.
Yeah, you can always approach Duncan, right?
The thinner of paints. Put the little tip on your brush.
Yeah. So you can always give feedback. Give them feedback, and they're gonna try and use that, not just like ignore
Make a podcast. God damn it.
Or listen to one.
You know
Comment on one.
Yeah, don't make a podcast.
So and
no
then
competition.
and then I guess press on with your thoughts, like
Competition.
what is going to happen. So we got Tau, that's free, Necron sort of, and Tyranids, and orcs are gonna be probably used. So these three are gonna come together.
Well, Tyranid and Tau are probably going to come together because right at the end of the Monka, because there's the Cow Ewan and the Monka book.
Yeah.
And in Farsight, the very last paragraph is about Farsight having flashbacks of the very end of the whole war between the Damocles Gulf, basically, where he's talking to Shadow Sun and certain other things happen, which I'm spoiling it.
Shadow Sun, you were my greatest, the greatest scholar.
No.
I assume they sound a little Japanese.
Well, in the audiobooks they do sound Chinese. That's what they're based off, to be honest. But in the end, him and the Farsight Enclave are fighting Tyranids. He's just having a flashback, basically, while he's fighting, because he's that badass.
Vietnam! Tyranids!
The Mockless Grip! Or whatever. The Golf.
Democles.
The Mockles.
Democles.
The Mickless.
You can't. Just
Go with
don't.
the Imperium of Man. The humans. Why the humans? Fuck the white scars. Fuck them.
So, okay, who are we forgetting?
So we're putting together Tau, Tyranids, and Necron, I guess.
No, Necron are probably their own thing. Necron, after all, they always do their own damn thing.
But Tyranids should be their own thing as well. They're just
No.
eating stuff.
Tyranids are attacking. Necrons are waking up on planets, so you could say, oh, that planet's a Necron world. It's been a world this whole time, it's just no one's realised.
It's
then
been really dusty, so you...
No, some Gene-Stealers wake up and like, oh my God, this is Tyranid planet all along.
But why the fuck are we here? They're all metal, who cares, let's go.
I wanna paint this right now. It's like a Gene Stealer is sleeping in the same bed as a Necron, and they both wake up and look at each other. So, who were here first?
What happened? I didn't drink that much. I don't even drink, I'm just Necron.
No, it'd be a flesh... You could tell it'd be a flesh terror as well, wouldn't it? He'd end up just skinning the Gene Stealer and just wearing the skin of a Gene Stealer over his metal body. He's like, I'm the Gene Stealer now! Look, I'm a member of you guys! Hi!
The Gene Stealer would win.
What, with Red
In rules-wise, maybe.
Yes.
I mean, in like...
We can test it out.
No, we don't. Neither of us have players.
I'll order some because I love them. I actually did an art. Here's the art.
Okay.
Got it.
Sure. But the Tau and the Tyranid, I think, will work together because where the Tyranids are attacking from, the very first race they come against, like I've said earlier, would be the Tau. So as more hives come, the first ones they run into would be Tau.
Yeah. Well,
And maybe Eldar if they
Just
decide
don't
to move
live
around.
on the edges, Tau. Stop living on the edges
They're trying
of the universe.
They're trying to push in. They keep moving towards humans and
they
going,
don't
these are
have
ours.
what they call the interdimensional, not interdimensional. They don't travel through the water.
They do, but it's skimming. They only momentarily go through it. Like everyone else goes straight through the damn middle of it, going, bro, this is fuck off. Just fuck off, demons. Who cares?
We're going to McDonald's. Let's go to hell.
That's a shortcut.
Yeah, they go through hell to get to they have the munchies. And they don't care what they go through, they're going there. But the tower can't access it properly because they do have a species in the Greater Good that are very psychically powered. But they don't want to use them because they fear what humanity will do.
Who's they?
They're some kind of weird, like, psychic slug that literally propel themselves through space by their own psychic powers. They're that psychically powerful they can push their own spaceships through space with psychic energy.
This is so Warhammer.
Oh
It's
my God.
Craft World. It's the same as a Craft World. They're powered by psychic energy.
Well, yeah.
That's what
But then
these
again-
slugs do. But they're
We
slugs.
know craft
Well,
worlds
we've got-
get energy from stars as well. When there's a dying star, the
They
craft
probably
world
do the
just goes
same.
around it.
They probably do the same, but
They,
they're tiny
they,
versions.
they've got a sexy Farseer piloting, and you've got slugs.
No, we
Good-
don't.
good
They
job,
don't
Ted.
use them. That's the thing. They don't
Don't
use
They
them.
just follow around some behind the other ships. But then the main ships the Tau have, apart from their space stations that are basically, they're not even as big as space hulks, of course, or most Imperial vessels, but they're big and tough. But their ships mostly just skim it. Then they also have the Demiurge. They have
Oh,
ships,
yeah.
but they're
Oh.
more like mercenaries. You're just
No.
thinking about that sexy voice from the advert, aren't you?
I bloody love that sexy voice from Brother Demiurge. Something. Gonna fuck you up the ass.
Oh my.
Hey, are you prepared?
They're the ones that gave the Tau the ion weaponry.
No, sorry. Let
It
me
was
finish.
originally mine.
Let me finish.
Carry on with your sexy voice.
No. I heard the sexy. Heard the sexy voice, and then I saw how they look like. I was like, what?
Yeah, the ships are meant to the ships are their homes and their clans.
No, they're
And they
basically
look like dwarf heads.
dwarfs. Yeah, they're dwarfs.
Yeah, they're meant to be. The dwarf, the replacement, they're meant to be basically replacement squads.
What?
And then the other ship they have is the Kroot Orb. Sorry. The
Go
Kroot
on.
ball, that is just a really big ball. It has to constantly keep rotating to keep gravity.
Oh my god.
But the problem is they never stop moving. They can't stop.
Okay.
There's
Where
no
are
brakes
the
on
brakes?
them. They just release them and they go, and that's it. There's no, you can't stop them.
Okay.
If you get in the way, they will just ram into you. They're like super heavily bulkheads all over it.
Yeah.
So literally, they're pretty much the best thing they can do is battering ram.
That's
They've got
amazing.
little weapons on them, but not really. It's just a ball. Of, it's
Okay.
the Death Star without lasers.
What we're keeping talking about is basically random things and 40k. What about Age of Sigmar? How's Age of Sigmar doing?
Really well, actually.
Yeah.
For sales wise, apart from what I've been told.
Well,
I
it's been the Zinchuary.
Sure, yes.
January of Zinch.
Zangoeri as well.
Have all the Zangors. I'm a new
Yeah.
Lord of Change.
Did you buy it?
No.
Oh, so
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
seem to remember.
Just for
Maria-
fun. I don't know.
Maria
You
Zinch.
keep having like a lot of stuff. But yeah, Zangors came out. Acolytes or whatever they called.
Yeah, Kyric Acolyte.
Kyric Acolytes with phoenixes and stuff came out. Like they have
Oh,
a
pretty.
hawk or a phoenix or something on one of them have it. And then a new Lord of Change with he's actually bigger than Magnus himself.
Yeah, with his wing.
Well,
'cause of the
wings, yeah, because of the wings.
Well-
But he looks badass, and
Oh, yeah.
you can build not only the Lord of Change but also Kairos the Fate Weaver from him having 2 heads.
How many heads can you put on the model?
We have one extra one in the bit box.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same as the resin one was. You could build a Kairos Fate Fever from the resin one. From the resin one as well. So yeah, I guess it's a better sculpt, better.
Oh, it's a lot
Better
better
model,
stuff
yeah.
by the looks of it.
Well, you
It's
don't
just-
like
fast.
it?
No, I like it. It's just been redone, so and I have one already. So I'm like, should I get a Kairos Fate Fever then from this one?
It actually has a formation for it in 40k, where you have Kairos Fate Fever and the Lord of Change.
Yeah.
And then you give the Lord of Change the relic that. No, you get the result on the Wolfstone table that you pick a character, and then if he fails the leadership, I think it's if he passes, he becomes a Lord of Change. So your Lord of Change can become a Lord of Change.
Yeah, of course.
A Lord of Change Inception.
Yeah, but such as like, oh, my Lord of Change is on 1 wound. No, he isn't. Yeah.
I like,
He's a new one.
I like that. I would love to see that as like not a legion, but like a squad of Space Marines, and they're like they battle this Lord of Change, and he's like all of a sudden he starts glowing. And brothers, what's happening? What's happening to it? Is he becoming like a greater demon of Zinch or something? And then it kind of like just poof, and it's the same thing.
No,
Yeah,
he'll be looking. The head would be on the other side.
Yeah, no,
Aha!
like feathers come out, everything, like explosion, like it's the same thing.
No,
Yeah.
there'll be that brief.
Tricked you again, Space Marines.
There'll be that brief moment where the Lord of Change realizes and his eyes just bulge, just like, oh. Boop. Aha!
No, he didn't realize he's
No.
the same thing. He thought he's something greater. He's like standing there like, ha ha. Oh,
At least
no.
I'm not a spawn.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
at least something.
At least I'm not a small herald or something. Like, where he just shrinks down like, oh man.
Yeah, sacrifice a
Not
lord.
this again.
Sacrifice a Lord of Change to make a Herald of Change. Excuse me,
It's
we're...
reverse of Khan, isn't it? Because he has the one where it's a Lord turns into a greater demon of Khan. No, a Herald of Khan, and then the Herald of Khan becomes a Bloodthirster of Khan. So
Really?
it's backwards. So it's Lord of Change turns into the Herald that then turns into just a sorcerer.
I don't like corn that much.
It's that weird relic that. Oh, and then he turns into two Bloodthirsters with one of the Warlord traits or something, or one of the other relics or something silly.
Split personality disorder.
Alright.
Anyway, come back to iOS. What else is new?
There is the new Sigma units coming out.
Sigmarine, with one of them having... Oh, yeah, they have, like, guns.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
No,
You mean the dwarf ones?
No, we'll get to it. I meant there is a new squad coming out of Sigmarines with, like, little crossbows. Like hand cannon crossbows, whatever. And one of the miniatures doesn't have a helmet on, so you can actually see his bloody face. Which I thought never happens because they're made of lightning.
Yes.
This one has an actual. This one actually has a face.
Yeah, which I found weird.
And then the there's gonna be a box of
Gryph-hounds.
Gryph-hounds. My God, they're so cute.
Little popos.
Useless.
Excuse me.
They're not that good.
But they look pretty.
But they
They
look pretty.
yeah. I'm not saying they don't look pretty. They do
Why
look pretty.
why did Maria bought Magnus and left him bare chested? Because he looks pretty.
Because he's fabulous and he has enough hair pieces.
So and what you were talking about is the Warhammer Quest, the hammer hole hammer something.
Hammerhold. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Well,
Coming out with
that's meant to be more fluff based, story based. It's meant to have a more narrative feel to it. Where Silver Tower was, this random tower has kidnapped you. Now try to get out. This one is, you've gone into the labyrinth under one of the major cities, the new cities of humanity, that literally spans two realms.
Yeah, this is weird when I was like, what the hell? Why does it span two realms?
There's a realm gate in the middle. It's like,
Yeah.
so if I have a job on the other side, do I have to go through the realm gate every day? Is there such a
Yeah.
thing as realm gate sickness?
What are you people talking about?
The city the human city that it's based under.
Yeah.
That city spans two realms.
So like
You know, there's different realms, like the
worlds.
realm of fire,
Okay.
the realm of life, the realm of death.
Yeah.
This city spans two realms. It's in two cities at once. Not two
Wow,
cities, two realms
okay.
at once. Because it's built around a realm gate.
Uh-huh.
So I'm wondering if you have a job in one realm, you have to go through the realm gate every day, don't you?
Yeah.
But what about time and all that?
Yeah, time dilation
Isn't
and
it
stuff.
different in
it
both
could
realms?
be. And like, what if it's the realm of fire? Well, it isn't really, but imagine if it was the realm of fire, then you fucked.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
The Stephen Hawking somewhere on this planet is just screaming right
Well,
now.
this is
Why would he be? This
fantasy.
is fantasy. No one. It's
No one
like
cares.
wizards and
It's possible.
in fantasy.
is.
Quantum mechanics. Quantum physics, sorry.
Well,
Anyway.
it is quantum.
But yeah,
I think.
there is no death in that one.
There is
Okay.
death realm, or realm of death.
There is, but not in the game.
No,
as far as I've
because
seen, there's no miniatures. Like on the spoily picture, there's no death on it.
It still might be in.
not, because the only thing that would live there are the dead things.
Well, why not?
Because then nothing else would be there. It's like we've got this own realm to ourselves. So now what? Let's go to the other realms. There's nothing to fucking do here.
Yeah,
Everything's already dead. Fuck it. Let's go.
yeah, because the main goal is
It's
to
like the
make
most boring
everything
realm
dead.
there is. There's nothing there. It's just like one skeleton in the corner called Bob, probably. He's like, guys, you left me here by myself.
I'm scared.
Oh god, Jesus. Poor Bob.
I know. It's like, how do you leave Bob? Bob's awesome. He has all the beer.
Dead
Which will be
beer.
flat. It'll be flat because it's dead, and all it used to be dead, so it won't be very good beer either. It'll be the best beer in Death Realm.
You know
It's
what
the only
skeletons? You know that there's what they call living beer.
Living beer.
Yeah, it's a thing in our country.
Oh, do you mean with living like?
Живое пиво.
Okay, yeah. So he means like living yeast.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
More active than the
Yeah.
one that we have in the actual beer.
That's because they tend to take the yeast out because it makes it less yeasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would death guys drink.
They drink this because bees died.
And then and then on the box arts that Maria saw and we all saw, I think there's dwarfs. The actual
Actual dwarfs.
The actual
cannons.
not
like,
not
yeah,
not
dwarves.
naked
I
dwarves,
still
but
love the guy that decided to make balls for them.
Yeah.
Green
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
on the carpet, underneath.
oh god,
Fierce slayers. More
cannot,
than meets the eye.
cannot unsee. So yeah, that also looks awesome. We almost bought Warhammer Quest yesterday, but you said you already had it.
The
So
card
The
game
adventure.
and the Sultan.
the card game. Oh, it's
Yeah,
a card
it's
game.
called the adventure card game.
We're gonna play that on one of the shows,
days.
one of the days.
There is 4 characters.
Yeah.
Mmm,
And 3 of us.
interesting.
There's no point playing anymore until they actually watch the video.
Oh yeah, don't spoil it.
Clever.
Is there anything else that you might have forgotten?
Not 40k related, because to be honest, we're not really that interested in Sigma, so it's not much.
Yeah. Well, the miniatures are awesome.
The miniatures look awesome, but at the same time,
I
it's
like
like
the
it's
pink
not
ones.
our main focus.
Not main, but we still can
Well, yeah,
glance
we
over
still
it.
play Yeah, we have glanced over it.
I still like Age of Sigmar. It's like sometimes you just want to spoil yourself and get a hamburger. That's what Age of Sigmar for me. It's like
free model.
you can just chill. It's a chill kind
It's a
of
beer and
game.
pretzel game. That's what I've heard it described as.
Beer and pretzel?
It's a game where you can literally get drunk and just eat pretzels and still understand how to play the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Where
until
in
you
Warhammer
play with like Simon, and then it's like I've got this plus, and you've got them minuses. Shit.
Yeah, thanks. What? Can you repeat that
I
again?
don't play with Simon because I know I'm gonna lose, and if I'm gonna lose, I'm still not gonna enjoy it. Well, if I'm gonna play against you, if I'm gonna lose, I'm still gonna enjoy it. But I'm playing with Simon, he's
I don't think I've played seriously at any game in ages now.
yeah, he
because
plays
I keep
too
just doing
seriously.
stupid stuff.
I still respect that. I still respect the sheer power play, but sometimes you need to chill.
I can't remember the last time I came up with a serious list that wasn't themed. I've come up with themed lists and then tried to make them serious.
Oh yeah,
But I've never come up with a serious list, apart from when I was very first starting playing, because it was more, I'm trying to understand how to do this. But after that, I'm just like, I want to do this because it sounds cool.
Yeah.
I went against Imperial Guards, stripping not barbed strangles, venom cannons on all of my carnifexes and everything I had. I wanted to outshoot the Imperial Guard, and guess what? I did.
Yeah, you can.
Well, most
You
of the
can't
things
really miss a massive tank with a blast, even if your ballistic skill is like 1.
free. It's free. Excuse me.
Same as Tau. The
Really?
shooting, yeah, Tau's shooting is only ballistic skill 3 for
That's why
everything
you're
apart
my
from-
arch enemy. The only thing you don't do is fight with your fists.
No, we have one weapon. We have, well, if you count both the Farsight and the Tau, there's 2 melee weapons. Well, 3. But 2 melee weapons for the crisis suits. It's because one of them is a special characters.
Yeah.
You get the honorary gauntlet, so one guy in your army has a power fist
Ooh.
at initiative, but it's 1 hit.
Ooh.
Just a crisis suit. Crisis suit bodyguard, the commander. Just give it in. It's
Okay.
a relic upgrade, basically. Or you can take the plasma blades, which are brilliant at the same time as being horrible. Because you've got 2 melee weapons that are melter. They're literally melter guns.
Oh.
So you can also shoot them as melter guns from crisis suits. The downside, if you roll double ones anywhere, they stop working for the entire game.
Oh
For
god.
shooting and melee.
Kind of gets overheated.
It's like Terragon stop breathing Termagons
Breathing
also.
in general.
But then it's not just double ones, it's double anything and it gets clogged up.
Oh god, my hole's clogged. Guys, can you
Man
put
of
armor plus in it?
powers.
Pull it out. Pull it out, guys.
So,
I'm constipated, guys.
okay, to summarize it all up again, the Eldar uniting, that's cool. Age of Sigmar having new miniatures, that's cool.
Tyranny get nothing, that's cool.
Fine by me.
Shut up. Gangs of Gamoras coming up really soon. We're gonna pick that up as well. And we're gonna unbox it as soon as it comes out. So Keep an eye out for those.
Yeah, waiting for more boxed games, more rules, more books, more everything.
Campaigns, yeah, we're gonna do random stuff until something sticks on the wall. Any last words before I...
Subscribe, like, share. Thank you.
Zoom.
Oh, wow.
That's a good word. I'm gonna say, yeah, please
That's the last
subscribe,
words.
please share. If you subscribe, please click the little bell thing, the new YouTube thingamajig that you need to put in to see us on your subscribe list. So yeah, see you in a week probably. See you next video and see you in a week in another podcast. Woo, this is hard.